Well guys, it's Monday morning. Sally's feeding the dog and I'm just trying to stay dry. You can see it's raining here today. It's supposed to rain really hard. Now I don't know if it's going to pick up later on or what, but it's been raining steady since we got up this morning. So, just one of those things. I have a little bit of work I'm going to do in the garage here, fooling around. I'll get back to you in a little bit here. Hey guys, I'm starting to pack up Carmine's stuff because since he's not going to be here, I don't need all this stuff in my way. So my wife had told him that she really liked this, and you know, it's sad, but the grandkids today, they really don't care about their relatives or their loved ones at the point that they're at. Seems like it took us into our teens to learn this, but it's taken these kids into their 30s to learn it. But anyway, Sally liked this rose, so I took it and I finished the face of it better, and I put a little stand on there, and I'm just putting this together for her. So it's done. I'm going to take it over to the house and then she can put it wherever she wants to. It's not that we're I don't know how to put this. It's not that we're like mad at Carmine, but we're certainly upset with the idea that, you know, someone says they're going to do something and then ends up not doing it. We've never been good about that. We don't like that. But anyway, I thought you'd like to see this. I know Sally's going to enjoy having this in the house somewhere. Okay guys, so this is the corner of my property. And I said to you that I would show you where that gas well is, or the drill I mean. So if I go down here about 150 yards, you can see it from there. Right now the trees with all the leaves and all, you can't see it too good, but there's a particular spot where you can see it pretty well. And yeah, it is raining, but I just feel like getting out a little bit. So if you look at the top where right here, if you look down there, sorry about the rain guys, but right there it is. So altogether it's about 4,000 feet away from the property, my property. At nighttime it's lit up a little bit. You can see there's some lights on it. I don't know if you can see them there, but it's not a big deal at the moment. I really can't hear them drilling, so that's fine. I just hate when they're fracking and they have lights on for, you know, non-stop. It's crazy. But anyway, that's where it's at. If you remember the other day, guys, I was talking about how the rain was going to wash across the road. It's doing the same thing it was doing last year. Now it's washing across the road here. And it'll wash the road out. It'll make the road so wet that it gets muddy, and once it gets muddy, it's a disaster for the old guy. I mean, it's not a big deal for me. I just come over here to visit him every now and then, but I'm just saying, these freaking people are idiots. They just can't seem to get it, you know, fixed. And they're cheap. It's in the 50s today, but the gosh darn wet weather and stuff makes you feel cold, so I'm going to build a fire in the garage here. Let Bullseye warm up a little. He's half taking a nap over there. I had him out so he was a little bit wet. It wasn't raining real hard when we went out, but he's a little wet. Aren't you, boy? Well guys, it's the end of the summer and we're in fall now, I believe. And I just wanted to take a picture of this before the leaves all come down and everything. This is where the electric company, from this pole down to where the other pole is across the street, trimmed and cut some trees down and brush so that they could have their little way But anyhow, I just wanted to show you how nice the grass came up here. Now I know there might be a little brown in that, but that's not really a big deal. I'm not looking for the perfect lawn. But and we managed to get a few potatoes out of the garden this year. I got to put a fence around the both of these, because without a fence the deer just eat the top of the potato plants off. It's raining and I should be in the house. I should be sleeping is what I ought to be doing, but my wife had to go into town and I stayed home, and I just felt like going for a walk. And then I wanted to show you how nice the grass came up down near the bottom here where I finished digging the trench. Now I still got to get rid of some of this dirt, or all of it rather. But what I want to do is, I ended that trench somewhere about right here, and I want to take the trench all the way up through here, and with having the trench just a couple inches deeper, it'll shy the triaxles away from it, because they don't want to get the truck twisted up into that. So yeah, you can see how nice the grass came here. I planted grass and dug this and put topsoil all the way down there. It came out pretty good. I'm happy with it. The only thing is there's so much rock up here, and naturally, I mean, you can see how, like, right there would be about level from me, and you can see how much higher this hill is from way down there. This is all a hill coming uphill to where we get to the top. So this is all rock under here, and the rock has its way of coming out through the grass at times. But nonetheless, I'll pick up whatever rocks I can and throw them into the woods as I cut the grass and find out where the rough spots are. I cut a couple of knots and little stump things out just so I could cut grass. But I'm glad to have this. Goes up there 3 telephone poles, and it just keeps it looking good in front of the houses, which is what I like. But we don't, you can see the houses in that way. That's the greenhouse over there. The house is over here. The thing is we wanted the trees that were here. And from what I'm understanding, I really did not have to have these cut down in this little spot here. And I'm pretty unhappy about that. But just because of the trucks alone. I mean, having the brush here and what you see there, they didn't cut this down because the line crosses the street. But having that extra 30 feet of brush in front of the house here, you know, helps to keep it a lot quieter. Now, since they blacktopped part of the road, and the blacktop starts here, runs up through the front of my property, the trucks seem to be a lot more disciplined as far as how they drive. Haven't had any problem with guys driving in the grass or nothing, and I hope that they don't. Because all they do is wreck what took me time to make. And I'm at the age where it takes a while to actually get this stuff done. So I'd appreciate it if they didn't drive on it. And I still have more work to do here yet. You can see there's like water running here. And I need to dig a ditch all the way up there, and it has to be graded to get rid of the water, because there's places where the water rests up there at the end. And like you can see where they got rid of a lot of pipe. I don't understand these people. I don't know why the pipe's even here now. I mean, and why they took some of it away. Why don't they just take all of it away? I have no idea. It's supposed to be sunny tomorrow though, and I'm hoping to do more planing. I want to get that wood done. Well, I thought you might just be interested in a little bit about what I do and what I'm doing today on a rainy day. Is wishing I could be working on the wood at the moment. I also have work in the house here to do. I ought to be doing that, but my age is kind of slowing me down. This strawberry patch ought to be weeded before winter comes. I'll have to get Sally up here. She's good at that. both of them. I never got my handrails up there. I just started working on all that stuff. If I had some help here, I was hoping Carmine would be here through the winter and all, so that I could get the house pretty much on its way. I was hoping to teach him how to do some things there, but I guess that ain't gonna happen. No, it's not gonna happen, that I'm sure of. They were saying something about the leaves because of the amount of rain that they claim we had a month of no rain. That's maybe a month worth of days, but there was no month where there was no rain. I can tell you that for now, right now. But they're saying that because of not enough rain, that the leaves won't be right. I think they're a little goofy. It seems to me like we got plenty of rain. That's why the grass is so green yet, and we're in October already. Oh well. If you look here, you get a chance to see on this side of the road, it looks a lot golder than it does on this side, more yellow. That's because there's beech, poplar on this side. And on that side, there's white oak and red oak. That's what all these trees are growing down there. They're either red oak or white oak. Well guys, it's 6:30 in the afternoon, almost dark. Or I know it doesn't look dark on the camera, but it's pretty getting there. So at 6:30 I need to take the dog out a little bit before it gets dark so I don't lose him. So I'm going to do that now. It looks like it stopped raining. Still cloudy up there, but it's supposed to be nice tomorrow, and then the rest of the week somewhere in the 60s. So that ought to be perfect for working over there to do my planing. I'm hoping to get it done this week so I can I don't have to worry about that anymore. And then I can do a little bit of cutting. That was a nice sunset. That is west from where I'm at. That's directly west.